I'm going to share 5 tips with you as you wake up in your campsite and thinking, wow, what could I have done differently to be way more comfortable? That's what I'm going to share in this video. The first thing is wearing liner gloves. I always wear liner gloves when I'm camping and sleeping in my sleeping bag because the liner gloves keep my fingers warm if I need to get my hands out of the sleeping bag. They stay warm. Also, it prevents finger cracks. Getting cracks in your fingers sucks. I have a little bit of chipping there, but not bad. So liner gloves, definitely a huge thing. The next thing, and I'm camping. You can see it. The next thing are getting some down booties. I will never go camping, even in the summer, without down booties. Have you ever had cold feet that keep you up all night? That's right, the down booties in the cold feet. So that's a huge thing. Item number 3. I talk about item number 3 and all these items in my book, The Motivated Amateur's Guide to Winter Camping. Check out links below. You can learn a lot about it. The number 3 item is I wear a fresh pair of socks at night. These socks are dedicated to sleeping only. These socks, which I dried out. Tip number 4, dry out all your clothing in your sleeping bag. It makes a big difference. And I just bundle these up. I put them in my sleeping bag. And in the morning, they're warm and dry. So yes, I always wear socks. The next tip, I guess this is 6 tips, is when I change my socks, I don't immediately take my socks off and then put the new socks on. I air out my toes. Why? Because over a long trip, it is very easy to develop toe fungus. Ugh. That's right. In sweaty boots, hiking along, or doing camping, even in Antarctica and on the Greenland ice cap, I sat there in the chill of extreme cold, minus 50, and I'm sitting there airing out my toes, making sure they're dry. Because, did you bring some Tinactin? Yeah. Air out your toes. That makes a big, big difference. Put my socks back on, get my booties back on. And then the next thing is the hat. Don't sleep without a hat. Oh, this is way more than 5 tips. Don't sleep without a hat. I prefer my windproof. Like REI made this 20 plus years ago in a headband here. Always sleep with a hat. Maybe you have a fashionable hat, like the Kiki Gallery designed hat, but something. And then the key to this whole thing, and I talk about it in the Motivated Amateur's Guide to Winter Camping that I wrote, is choosing a sleeping bag that is a better rating than the temperatures. Last night it got down to about 15 degrees. Northern Washington State here. And a storm just blew through. So the temperature went cold. Right now I've got a Versalite sleeping bag. It was very comfortable the moment I wriggled into it at night. It was like a heater turned on. Now, the Versalite's rated for 10 degrees Fahrenheit, and I can't remember what that is in Celsius. I was perfectly comfortable all night. I've taken, just to give you a sense, I've taken my Magellan Western Mountaineering, which is rated at like 25 or 30 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 2 degrees Celsius. I've taken that thing down to 5 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 10 or whatever Celsius. It was chilly. I was able to sleep. This bag, I could easily, comfortably sleep at 10 degrees Fahrenheit or whatever the Celsius rating is, no problem. But that's me. For you, I don't recommend that. So whatever the forecasted temperature is, sorry, I'm just still waking up. It's like 8:30 in the morning, but I'm lazy camping right now, is choose a sleeping bag out of your sleeping bag selection that is at least 10 degrees lower than the possible lowest temperature you're going to encounter, if not 15. I've made that mistake before, went out in a storm, the temperature plummeted. Let's just say I didn't get frostbite, my toes were numb for a month. That was not pleasant. And the bonus point, always make sure your feet do not end up on the ground. That's how you freeze your feet. And you can, if you're winter camping, you can even get frostbite. So do everything, even blockade your back so your feet just do not end up on the ground, because I've known people that have frostbitten their heels. So, recap: liner gloves, hat, down booties, socks, change of socks. Take your socks off, air out your feet. Air out your feet. Choose your sleeping bag that is well underrated or lower rated or whatever, comfort rating, below the temperature you expect, and don't let your feet get on the ground at all costs, and you'll have a much better time with the liner glove. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Aaron Lindstow, Polar Explorer and professional adventure and thriller author. Please like, comment, and subscribe.